Here we are at the Jennifer Schwartz Gallery in the TULA Art Center with Jennifer Schwartz. Can you tell me about this show that you have up?
Yes, this really, really wonderful show. I've been very excited about it. When we did Fresh Perspectives last year, there were Amy chose two grand prize winners. And it was the two photographers that she thought had the strongest work in the show, and their grand prize was to do a dual show here in 2010. So these are the two grand prize winners, and what's been wonderful about them and completely unplanned is that their work meshes together so well. And we named the show Kindred because it's almost like these two photographers are kindred spirits in some ways, and they actually met last year during ACP when they had their work here and have become friends, and they have a very similar approach in terms of their images are all very personal, tell stories that are significant to them. Lori Verba works exclusively in film, and Kissa Kavas works exclusively digitally, but they both spend as much time capturing the image as they do in the post-processing. So Kissa tea stains her own papers in her backyard in big bins, and does a lot with, she's really, the texture of the paper and wax coating and kind of treatments on the paper after the Kissa's is here. And then Lori Verba does everything in her home darkroom. She does a lot of toning and staining the paper, in the darkroom process, and that's also really, both of them are really hands-on in terms of creating the finished product.
Tell me about the gallery was formerly Snapdragon, and so can you tell me how the gallery's evolved into now your namesake gallery?
Sure. So Snapdragon Photography is my portrait business. I'm a commercial portrait photographer, and when I moved into this space, I decided to open a fine art photography gallery in the front and have my portrait business in the back. And as things have evolved and we've gotten kind of more credibility and more great photography work in, I wanted to separate the gallery from the portrait business more.
As an artist, how do you then evolve into a gallery owner? What drew you to running a gallery? Because it's got to be quite different, day-to-day wise than working as an artist.
It is. It was one of those things where I was like, oh, it'd be so fun to do a little gallery, and it is very fun. But it was one of those things where you bite off more than you can chew, and then you kind of figure out how to deal with that. And it's been great. I mean, it's been such a huge learning curve, and I've had such wonderful people in the community and in the region. I mean, people have been really, really wonderful about giving me support and advice and ideas. Ron Hughes from Composition Gallery has been one of those people all along, and kind of as things have evolved, it's worked out really well that he's coming on here. As his gallery is moving on, he's coming here to be the gallery director, and so we're really excited about working together, and we have very different approaches and different aesthetics, so it's going to be really exciting, I think, to push each other to show work kind of a little bit outside of our comfort zone. So I think it's going to be a great thing for the gallery, and you just kind of, I think, have to go for it and believe in the work, and hopefully people will want to come out and see.
That's excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.